Hello students, welcome once more to online video class for class 8 computer studies. In the last videos we had discussed about network and especially the computer networks. What are the types of networks? Now today we are starting a new chapter that is more on networks. In this chapter we will cover some more details about the network, especially the computer networks. So in today's video we are going to discuss about the need and importance of internet, understand various terms related with internet, and what is a web server. So without wasting the time, let us start our topic, starting with the internet first. As you know, internet is an interconnection of millions of computers all over the world to share information and resources. Internet is also a type of network. So whatever definition we have studied for a network, that also applies for internet. In our daily life, we know the importance of internet for booking of railway ticket, for transferring money from one bank account to another account. And you are also experiencing the use of internet. Without internet, our online classes would not have been possible. I am sitting at my home, you are sitting at your home. But with the help of internet, we are able to communicate with each other. So during this pandemic time, internet is a boon for all of us, especially the students and the teachers, so that we are able to interact with each other. Some more examples or need of internet you can experience in the television programs which cover the importance of internet. Newspapers and magazines are filled with the information that is extracted from the internet. Nowadays, President of America is going to be elected. So all of us are eager to know about who will be the new President of America. So we are remaining in touch with the internet. For example, using Google or using TV channels, we are getting the updates about who is going to become the new president, whether the previous president will remain or new one will take oath. The simplest definition of internet is that it is the largest computer network in the world, but technically speaking the internet is actually a network of many small networks that exist all over the world. Last time we had discussed about wide area network. Wide area network is the largest network which is a combination of many small networks, and internet come in the category of wide area network. Now in this chapter we are going to introduce some terms related with internet. So starting with the few terms. First one is the client. You would have heard about the name of client while working on internet. Actually, you know that computer is an interconnection of millions of computers all over the world to share information and resources, or we can access data from one computer to another computer. So every computer which is a part of internet or we can say the computers which are connected with the internet, they are known as client. So client is nothing but our computer which is a part of internet network. Now what is server? For example, when at our computer we want to open any website, or in your smartphone when you want to open the website of any company, then the process is first you open the web browser on your system, whether your system is a computer or smartphone. And web browser can be Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, so whatever may be. So in the address bar of that browser you type the URL or website address of the website. So after typing the address, when we press enter key, then the device through which we are going to open a website, means your device, is known as client. When we press enter key, the request from the client goes to the server. Actually, the server is the website that we want to open in our computer. Not the website, actually the computer. Server is also a computer on which the website resides that we want to open. So for example, when we want to open Airtel website, so after typing the address of Airtel, that is www.airtel.in, the request will be sent from our computer, that is the client, to the server, and here the server is the computer of Airtel company, which is part of internet, the computer which keeps the data or information related with Airtel company. So that computer remains connected with the World Wide Web or with the internet 24 hours. We can close or open our computers as per our need because we are clients. But think about the server. Actually, server is also a computer, but the difference between client and server is client computers cannot be opened 24 hours a day. According to the need, the users open their systems, and when the need is over, then the system is closed. But in case of server, server remains open every time. It never turns off because every time from all over the world the people want to access the details from that server. This is the reason server remains on every time. That is the difference between client and server. So when we type the address of Airtel company, then the request goes from our system, that is client, to the server. Now server will receive the request that somebody want to access the web page of Airtel. Then server of Airtel will respond and it will send a copy of that page to the client. So that is server. Now we are coming to what is web page. Web page is a digital page or a document hosted on internet, and it is accessible via internet. In our book we have many pages. The collection of all the pages is known as book, but the content is available on each page. In the same way, the content that we want to access through the internet or through the World Wide Web, that content remains present on the web page. Web page is an electronic page where data is present, and the collection of many web pages forms a website. So website is just like a book which contains many pages, and web page is a single page which is the part of a book. So for example, Airtel company has many pages in the website of Airtel. Different pages provide different type of information. For example, Airtel provides broadband connection also. Airtel provides telecommunication services. Airtel provides DTH services. So on different pages we can get information about different branches of the company. So website is a collection of many pages, and web page is a single page which contains the information, and the information on the web page remains in the form of text, video clip, audio clip, pictures or graphics. So every web page, whether it belongs to any company, we can expect these type of data like text, pictures, graphics, audio clip, video clip, and so on, and hyperlinks. Now, web portal. Web portal is a website or service that offers a broad array of resources such as email, forums, search engine, among others. For example, MSN, Yahoo, and India Times. These are the web portals. Now see the difference between website and web portal. Like I have explained just now, the website of Airtel. When you open the website of Airtel, then you will get the information related with only Airtel company. So that website of Airtel is dedicated only to provide the information of that company only. But in case of web portal does not provide a specific type of information. Actually, it provides variety of information. For example, on a web portal, you can create or access your email. You can create email account, you can send email, you can see your email. So email facility is available on a web portal. On a web portal, you can get the facility of search engine also. Means you can search any type of information using a web portal. You can get news also on web portals. You can get weather information. For example, Google or Yahoo or India Times, they provide all these facilities. You can get news also, weather information also. It provides email facility also. So that is the difference between website and web portal. Website provides specific information about a particular company or organization, but web portal provides information not related to a particular company, but actually it provides many type of information. Now browser. Browser is a software through which we can open any web page on the internet. For example, using your smartphone or your laptop or desktop or tablet, you can open any web page or any website. For opening any web page or website, what is the process? First, we need to open the browser software, that can be Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or browser, or UC browser is available in many smartphones. Internet Explorer is another example of browser software. So first thing is we need to open the browser software. Then in the address bar of that browser software, we need to type the URL of the website or the address of website that we want to open. Now, email. Email full form is electronic mail. It is like a letter, not the physical letter, the letter that you write to your parents or to the principal. That physical letter needs paper and pen, but email is a electronic letter, electronic mail. To type or write the email, we need either a smartphone, desktop, laptop, or tablet. Using the keyboard or keypad, we can type the text. And how to send it? To send the content, we need internet connection so that it can be sent from one device to another device or one person to another person. So that is email or electronic mail. Now, email address. To send email to any person, we need the address of the receiver. If we don't have address of the receiver, then we cannot send email to anybody. And the person who want to send email to anybody, that person also requires a valid email account. Means if one person has not created email account, then that person cannot send mail to anybody else. So sender also needs a email account, receiver also needs a email account. That email account is known as email address. For example, suppose I send a mail to you, then first I need to type the mail, then I need to select the email address of the receiver, means your address. So after selecting the address, when I send the mail, that mail will be not sent to you directly. Actually that is electronic mail. So it will be stored in the server of your email service provider company. Suppose you have created your email in yahoo.com and I have created my email in google.com. So when I send a mail to you, then the mail sent by me will be stored in yahoo.com server where you have created your email address. Now to access the email, you need to log in to your email account by using username and password. Then the mail will be present in a folder that is known as inbox. So you can open your inbox and check your mails. But for checking the mail, you need internet connection. For sending the mail, I need internet connection. I think email address will be clear to you now. Now the format of email address. You can see the second example given. on the screen mymail@gmail.com. So every email address is divided into two parts. First part is before the @ sign. Second part is after the @ sign. So in this example, my mail is the name of username, then @ symbol. Now to the right side of @symbol, gmail.com is the domain name or host name, or you can say the email service provider address or server name. So every email address contains username at server name or host name. I think email will be clear to you now. Now we are going to study about what is server. In the beginning also I had explained it. Server is a computer that stores websites on the internet and delivers web pages to viewers upon request. A web server is also known as www server or World Wide Web server. Web servers are generally programs or software that wait for requests from the web browser. Some examples of web servers are Apache IIS, Nginx, etc. So once more I would like to explain what is server and what is client. All the computers which are connected with the internet are known as client. Suppose I want to open a website. So my computer will behave as a client. When I enter the address of the website and press enter key, then my system will send a request to the server that I want to open on my computer. So the website that I want to open, that website is stored on the server computer. So request will be sent to the server computer. Now the server computer will reply back to me by sending a copy of that page to my system. So in this way, client and server interact with each other. Client sends a request to the server for the opening of a web page, and the server responds back by sending the copy of that page. I hope you would have understood what is web server. That's all for today's topic. In the next video, we will cover some more topics related with internet. Take care. Thank you.